Telstra's 2019 annual report came in at 93 pages and probably over a kilo if you print it out. Please don't and save a tree. This is Telstra's major communications report for the year, and there is a lot of information in it. Telstra's annual report is not that big. General Electric produces 250 pages. The key challenge for stakeholders is that important messages from their companies about performance and future strategy get lost in the mountain of words contained in these reports. For many decades, annual reports have been criticised for being too narrow in scope. Therefore, companies started producing additional reports on sustainability, but they kept these separate as they believed many stakeholders wanted only the financial and operational report. In 2010, an international coalition of regulators came together to develop a globally accepted framework known as Integrated Reporting. IR attempts to bring both financial reporting and sustainability reporting together to provide a more accurate picture of both risks and opportunities an organisation faces. IR should encourage more holistic management of an organisation that encompasses responding to a wider range of stakeholders than has previously been done. IR should result in organisations taking a longer-term view of the impacts of their operations. IR should result in better decision-making by management. The key to integrated reporting having a positive impact on society is getting organisations to utilise the guiding principles of IR. The principles range from requiring a forward-looking focus considering stakeholder needs to ensuring the reporting is consistent and transparent and can easily be benchmarked. How the organisation pulls together the reporting sections is not that important. It's a commitment to the principles behind it that are key. The 6 capitals within the IR framework represent resources and relationships that organisations need to operate and therefore impact on. If we think of the organisation as a living organism, it needs sustenance to keep it operating. That sustenance comes in different forms, whether it is a physical resource like financial or natural capital, or non-physical resources like intellectual and social capital. These capitals change as the organisation operates. For example, a mining company is always depleting natural capital. But over the same period, it could increase or keep steady intellectual and human capital. Organisations are good at analysing their inputs, what they require to operate, but integrated reporting asks them to analyse their outputs other than just operational and financial. They should measure how their capitals are affected over time. This is not something organisations have done particularly well in the past. When you look at a layout of an integrated report, it is usually a bit different to a traditional annual report. It is common now to use visual representation of key metrics through figures, diagrams and charts. Organisations that do IR well will be able to show the reader how strategic objectives and performance links to the 6 capitals, risk and stakeholder outcomes. Also, integrated reports should have more detailed reporting on governance, which goes beyond discussing solely the number of meetings held and who is on the risk committee. To recap, integrated reporting came out of concerns with the effectiveness of communication of traditional major reports from organisations. It has also evolved as both shareholders and other stakeholders demand more from companies about how they manage sustainability. The 7 principles of IR help guide organisations on how to provide high-quality reports that show their stakeholders how they have changed value over time across the 6 capitals, representing their inputs and outputs for resources. However, when you read an integrated report, look beyond the symbols and colourful graphics to determine whether the organisation has transparently discussed and reported on their use of and impact on resources, and how this links to their long-term strategy.